Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. We have another awesome match coming up for you. Very interesting result there. ESC almost taking a victory. In fact, it was a draw against Virtus.pro. Now we get to see how ESC do against Copenhagen Wolves, and Copenhagen Wolves just did a draw against Titan. So it's kind of like a crazy day of draws, but interesting match.
Yeah, it's certainly been an evening of draws, both games. The second one, ESC probably deserved to win it, has to be said, going 12-3 up against a team like Virtus.pro. And the first one was Wolves against Titan. It was back and forth, sloppy mistakes from Titan. This time, though, it's on Cash again, which is the map Wolves got their draw on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, Titan weren't necessarily, like, according to them, playing their best game in the world or something, but at the same time, you can never turn a result like that away and say, oh, it doesn't mean anything. Obviously, they played well. They played very well to accomplish that. So we'll have to see exactly how ESC play Cash, because I haven't seen them on Cash for quite a while. And of course, they have had lineup changes and stuff like that. So it's going to be quite interesting, as you know, if they are stepping their game up as we saw against Virtus.pro. If that goes across the board on all maps, then this is going to be a very interesting team to follow in the future.
Yep, definitely so. I mean, ESC last season, they were, again, much like Overgame and fighting relegation, but managed to survive. And in the Polish scene, they're a constant second against, obviously, VP, but that game showed that it's a lot closer now.
Here we are, we get to see the knife round. And I'm feeling like going to some RTS, like, top-down view for this knife round, so I'm just going to set up the camera here. Let's get the top-down on mid. So I see it's pretty cool. Reminds me of Sensible Soccer. If anyone ever played that game, it's pretty old. Either way, this is going to be obviously both teams vying for the CT side here. Obviously, it's a bit advantageous on this map. And to be honest, like what we're looking at right now is often the point of contestation for both teams throughout the entire match. Who can control mid, and the options, the kind of options that mid control does bring to teams is really important on this map, obviously. And one of the reasons why Cash is such an interesting map.
Yep, and talking about mid control, last time we saw Nico with the AWP and karrigan opting for the auto sniper on the CT side. So it'll be interesting to see whether karrigan goes for that expensive gun again here. And this has been a very long knife round so far.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also in the Titan match against Copenhagen Wolves, cajunb and Pimp were the two members that went for all those ton of frags. So we'll see if they continue their trend this time round. And rallen, it's all down to Nico now.
Oh, Rallen's going to go for the 4 kill to make it work.
It's 1v1.
Yeah, he doesn't want the guy to run away. I hate when people do that in knife rounds. Like, the best thing to do is just to stay still, and just let them run.
Yeah.
And just don't like entertain this idea of like cat and mouse. But what are they doing? Just get it over with. Get it over with, please.
Time.
And the time. Are they really playing for the time? You can't let that happen. But there you go, 4 kills coming in, and of course, ESC going to go with the stay for CT side, and we will jump into our pistol rounds between ESC and Copenhagen Wolves here for Star Series 11, and CT for ESC and Terrorist side for Copenhagen Wolves.
Yep, and ESC's CT side on Mirage was pretty decent, it has to be said, against Virtus.pro. Might be a little bit of an understatement there. Pretty decent, but we'll see whether that one transfers over onto Cash this time round. They're going for almost a 3-1-1 split, as you've highlighted before. 3 towards A with 1 on B and 1 mid, and there we go. MINISE with the first CZ kill. Gets a second there, but had to take some time to reload and got caught out by the third man. So a good start for ESC already.
And we can see them actually making their way into the site. Smoked off aptly by Copenhagen Wolves to get that bomb down. So 3 of them left. Fairly weak, so there is a man advantage for ESC, but they have to break into the site now. And it's going to take some team playing coordination. They're all kind of stuck in the same area as well. And up the ramp and through from CT spawn. Here they go. And look, they're just getting gunned down, absolutely brutalized by Copenhagen Wolves. And mouz is going to drop down, and he's also going to join the graveyard of his teammates there. And first round to Copenhagen Wolves, very simple stuff there. And despite a pretty decent 2 kill from MINISE.
Yep, Copenhagen Wolves, they defended that site pretty well. They made it so ESC could only really come in through 1 point and just held it off as they needed to and got the round, so it's 1-0 to them. interesting, the karrigan has an MP7. Yeah, MP7, and Nico just has a Glock. So it's an interesting start from them. Although Nico does have grenades, which he'll pick up a kill with. And it's 5 versus 4.
And the pistol armor boy coming out here for that, because they're double ecoing anyway. And that ESC actually picking up a kill there. So that's going to work out well for them, slowly picking them off. And see if they're able to get any more, as we have Copenhagen Wolves kind of all converging right now onto that B bomb site through the vents room. Here goes MINISE, does get 1 kill. It's a 3-on-3 again, and already significant damage done with this pistol armor buy here from ESC. And if they can get 1 more kill, it's already looking fantastic. If they can win the round, they are going to be ecstatic for sure. And there goes the bomb. Planted on the bomb site. And it looks like it's just SPERO and mouz left to try to make some kills here. We've got SPERO like through the smoke. Gonna find Nico, but not gonna be able to take him out. And it looks like a masterful backflip there from mouz at the end. But it's gonna be just 2 kills at the end of the day. But that's good. That's some good economic pressure, and they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, a little shaky start there from Copenhagen Wolves, losing 1 member quickly. But this time round, they were able to hold it off, so 2-0, only losing 2 members in total. As you said, a little bit of economical damage to the Wolves, but ESC having to eco 1 more here. This HE from rallen, I was expecting it to come through mid, but he died before he could throw it, so great pressure there from the Wolves, and this is the mid control that they've got because of it.
Nice timing peek there from MINISE through the vents, going to back away with his frag and not get greedy, and ESC are going to be tied for players now, but the advantage is significant for Copenhagen Wolves with all those rifles, with the position on the map, and the grenades. So let's see if there's any more damage or pressure to come in on top of the economy of Copenhagen Wolves via the pistols of ESC. Right now it is still possible with MINISE left with that CZ. His teammates going to be harder pressed to find a kill, but wow, Andersen picking up not just a kill, but he's going to get the AK as well, and that's a really big moment here for ESC moving forwards in this round.
The bomb is going to get planted though for the 3rd time in a row now on the B site this time around, and there we go. MINISE with the CZ at short range is where it's best, but he will get dropped by the Galil, and now 2 versus 1. The flash will go out and they will turn their backs to ESC, but a great flick shot there, and out of the 2 you didn't expect it to be the USP that would end up getting the kill, and I believe he has enough time here with this defuse to get the round. So again, another eco round win for a team on cash.
It was quite funny seeing him run out of his position here because he was so afraid of the guy standing headshot, because this is so annoying when someone stands in. You can only see their head and you're trying to duel with them, they can see your entire body. That's so annoying. So he took the risk of just being in the open for that kill, because that's how annoying it is. Alright, so it seems like Titan and Overgaming is being resumed off stream in 10 minutes. So that game will actually find its end tonight. But going back into this game, of course, off at the back of that round, ESC are in definitely an interesting position, having a Scar on rallen on A, and this is really a wonderful place for it, as you can have so much smoke to shoot through, which is often what the Scar really excels at.
Yeah, definitely a lot better in that situation than the AWP. 20 bullets in quick succession, each doing around 70 damages. Certainly good. But the AWP is on MINISE, and he's over towards this B side, but there's no action towards him just yet.
They're playing very defensively, actually. They're leaving a sniper on either side and more or less playing very defensively on the back of that. And this is quite an interesting approach here from ESC, perhaps posturing very defensively to give a bit of an element of surprise here to Copenhagen Wolves, who get a lot of ground quite easily. There's got to be a lot of question marks right now. Where is the defensive line from ESC? Why haven't they contested this area? Why is it up for grabs like this? But soon, I'm sure ESC will provide some answers as they pick their moment to go in. And look at this, the Scar coming into play. Long range down short, only picks off 1 player. We have an even situation for players, but here comes Pimp for Remain, going to get shut down by SPERO. And cajunb and Glaive are leftovers to kind of salvage this round now, as ESC have stopped the approach up short. And it felt like that was what they were kind of baiting Copenhagen Wolves into.
Yeah, the best thing they can try and do now is get the rush onto this B site, try and get the plant, but there we go, MINISE with the AWP frag.
So very, very well done. And they're going to try to hunt down cajunb. They will take him out. Unfortunately, they won't have enough time to go and grab that Scar, but mouz is going to be able to pick that AWP off of cajunb's corpse. So next best thing. It's never be as good as the Sky. It's like Negev, Scar, Orb. Obviously, that's the tier right there. But no, don't use that. That doesn't make sense. But either way, ESC definitely doing a wonderful job here, and we're going to see an eco from Copenhagen Wolves.
ESC bringing this one back, definitely needed, and the push coming in towards this A side. Glaive playing a little bit back for the bomb, waiting to see if ESC do go for an aggressive peek, but now they've got the guy in Squeaky. They can maybe take control of this A site. There's 4 of them here, with the 5th just playing a little bit behind them in main. And MINISE still on this B site. It's where he prefers to play, but rallen and mouz elsewhere combined for 2 kills each, and then Andersen with the final one of the round. Great hold there, came in quickly. And so did the kills, 3-2, and now we could be seeing another buy round here. Yep, the Wolves, they can buy everyone but cajunb, but we might see cajunb, yep, CZ and armor.
So unfortunately, they don't really have the economic freedom to slap an AWP on Nico, for example, or Glaive, and it's going to be very difficult for them to contest with the double AWP setup here from ESC on the picking game, and looks like they have the right idea, going in hard and fast for a set play towards that B bomb site. But so far, ESC are holding steady. Glaive over behind that wall of smokes on mid, going to take out SZPERO, and ESC falling to pieces to this aggression at the moment. The way to the site almost clear, but rallen putting in a great shot there. Oh, and there is the return from cajunb, and mouz is left over by mid, and this is going to be a 1 versus 2 for him, and he needs to find some answers very soon. That bomb is not even planted just yet. We can see it's on it's on Glaive, who's stepping very slowly towards that B site, using every second on the clock.
If mouz peaks quick enough, he'd be able to spot the bomb, and there we go. I don't think anyone really was expecting that. Neither one of the Wolves players was expecting mouz to be behind, and now the 1 versus 1. It's interesting that mouz has decided to leave the bomb. Whether he saw it drop or not is definitely the question here, but he looks like he's rotated round, and he's going to go through vents. That was maybe a little bit of a misplay there from mouz.
Either way, it's all going to come down to the aim, and it's going to be cajunb with a quick snap onto his opponent's face with that AK, and that's going to result in the round. But that was pretty nice to at least, again, get the kills on the board. If they can still, buy their optimal setup. There's 2 AWPs that they like to play with. But the problem for them now is that they're going to be facing an AWP in the hands of Nico. And let's see how this plays out with him, I think, getting boosted here right now.
Can get boosted and drop down straight away. There is rallen and MINISE. Yeah, boost me again, please. Probably a little mistake there from Nico, and if he didn't drop, he might have got a pick from a ESC member, whoever it was in main, peeking.
It does look like we could be in for a delayed take on mid, actually, as Nico's been scouting it out, first of all, to really give them a proper bearings of who is where and on any positions. And there goes the smoke indeed. So we get this delayed mid take. There's a player in the vents. This is crucial for Copenhagen Wolves that they take him out without too much trouble. It is just a trade. That might just be good enough. They can still go for this B-split play. And cajunb dropping down with pace as they march their way into the bomb site, taking down MINISE on that site. The bomb is now clear to be planted. cajunb just has to go and do it. And there it is, doing the non-safe plant here. It's not open, so they need someone on the site here. And it's going to be cajunb.
Nico and cajunb, though, both very low, 18 and 22 health, with Pimp being the only one. And there we go. Nico, his 18 points, don't exactly last very long against an M4. It was Andersen who picked that one up, and now the combined rush comes in. It's just Pimp left. 27 HP versus the AWP of rallen. Rallen needs to go for the defuse. He goes for it. He switched his AWP out for an AK-47. He's sticking on this bomb.
Oh, barely not getting it in time.
He did get it.
Oh, he did get it. Oh my god, he did get it. Oh my god, he got the defuse. That's the problem when you get the plant, but it's not in the safe, like in the open. Yeah. That's the big problem. And amazing that was a split-second affair right there. And ESC pull ahead 1 round. And Copenhagen Wolves now, look at the effect this has had on them. They're going for an eco here.
Yep, they have to. It's just Pimp with the M4 that he salvaged after getting the kill right at the end there, but just not in enough time. But MINISE gets one. Pimp, trying to use that M4. Gets the frag on the second peak with the pistol. And now 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1. 1 versus 1 now. It's now STARLADDER versus Pimp. STARLADDER's all the way over on the B site, and it's Pimp who will get the plant down here. So this is what you want from Nico. The next best thing is the round, and they get it because the M4 at range, Pimp had the advantage there. 4-all now. It's now ESC's turn to eco.
All right, so very crazy round there from Copenhagen Wolves, just charging in. I mean, they had no issue with just pushing every single spot that they could, and they found the kills. I mean, running in with no nades, with that slight element of surprise, just getting those shots in. We can see Pimp trying to take control of B stories there, takes out MINISE. STARLADDER close range with a 5-7, does take 1 kill, doesn't get anything else before getting taken out, but let's see if he's opened up or softened them up enough for his teammates to do any fragging. Looks like it's going to be very difficult. It's only rallen really with a weapon here, but CZ. So they can most probably going to go for those exits.
Yeah, most likely. We see Pimp here trying to catch anyone on rotation. He might catch out rallen here, or maybe not. But this round is definitely going to go in the favor of Copenhagen Wolves. ESC want nothing to do with the retake here. So we're going to see 5-4 in favor of the Wolves, and this game, it's been pretty close so far.
And there we go. Are they going to run into some weapons here, or rather some pistols? Looks like they run into mouz, but he's not going to do very much, except die, and rallen not going to be able to find anyone in time at the end there. So they hang on to their pistols, and you know, ecoing again is what they're going to have to do. Well, they don't have to. They can in theory just go for a force buy and try to knock Copenhagen Wolves off, but probably not the safest of options in the world, to say the least. And we're going to see Nico AWPing once again with this boost.
Yeah, we'll see if he can pick anyone off this time. It will be Andersen, who is in a very weird position there. He pushed his way up mid, but maybe went to the wrong side. Maybe lost his bearings a little on the way and got punished because of it. So 5 versus 4 now in favor of the Copenhagen Wolves. They do still have that AWP on Nico, but STARLADDER gone aggressive. Does pick up 1 there onto Nico, so the AWP got dropped. I'm not sure if it's still up on that boost spot. If it is, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to retrieve.
Yeah, definitely. So Copenhagen Wolves should be going up to 6 rounds to the 4 right now, and ESC will put in another buy, and it's definitely been a very close fought affair between both teams. In fact, you know, we're not seeing dominance from either one. It's a lot of really close rounds here coming in from both of these teams. And Copenhagen Wolves, they've stepped their game up from some months ago when I last saw them. It really feels like we're looking at a stronger Copenhagen Wolves.
Yep, definitely so. And they're most likely going to end this round with a win unless mouz can do anything with his trusty 5-7 or now Nico's old AK-47. 1 versus 2. He's getting bombarded there by flashbangs, having to look down every moment possible. He spots someone trying to just pre-fight, see if he can get a tag there when he peeks. He's on this site, can't really do anything. Doesn't have a defuse kit, just going for picks now. Spraying through the smoke, does get the second kill.
Oh my god!
But he's going to have to run and save this AK.
That was pretty nice to get the kills at least, but yeah. Pretty nice to do all that damage to the economy of Copenhagen Wolves, and that's really how things have been going a lot of the time. We've seen that ESC have been pretty good at getting the frags in and keeping the pressure on the economy, and we can see that round was like no different here. We're going to see a situation where if Copenhagen Wolves lose this round, they're actually going to, unless they get the bomb down, they're going to have to actually eco the following round. So this could be a pretty good point for ESC to find some momentum from if they're able to take this one. We have a pretty standard 3-man kind of pressure set up here, to try and defend against that wall of smoke right there in mid. But actually, that wall of smoke is mostly posturing as Copenhagen Wolves. If ESC were to get behind that smoke, they would find no death, not just yet at least.
Yeah, we do see mouz here anticipating someone coming from Squeaky, but we know that that's not the matter just yet. It's 3 members in main with 1 in mid, and Glaive just holding back tin if he can catch anyone on the rotation. Just yet, it's not going to be anyone. As ESC, they're playing this one pretty safe, holding back, holding the angles, and it's now going to be Glaive who will be going towards Squeaky.
So we've got karrigan kind of postured to actually go up short as soon as the rush comes in to try to catch any rotations. But already ESC is picking away at this push on A. In fact, actually, mouz is going to go down, gets a trade, and karrigan, the kind of flanker, it does go down as well. So this push is really being completely sabotaged by ESC. They've stopped it before it's even really gotten started, and Glaive is not going to have much fun with that Glock of his. As you can see, he's going to find himself an AK-47, but the bomb is just really just not in a nice place, just out there in the open, and Glaive going to look for the kills. This time, no kills will be found, and ESC, they make the round happen, and we didn't see a bomb plant there, so the money's really sketchy here for Copenhagen Wolves. They can't really buy, so it looks like we should see another eco from them, or rather an eco. I don't think we've seen an eco from them in a while, actually. So we'll see an eco from them, and ESC get this chance to really build their money, to really build that momentum.
Yep, and it's definitely needed. They've already given up 6 rounds on this CT side, so it's not ideal. They most likely want to be looking at least a 9-6, so that's best case scenario right now. The 8-7 is certainly okay for the CTs, but it's going to be a full-on rush on an eco towards this B site, and SZPERO with the one tap there, and again onto Glaive using the USP to try and get some few hits there, and there we go. The flank comes in from rallen through vent, gets the final kill, so 6-6 now. And no, I'm pretty sure only one person there had to rebuy for ESC, and they now do have the AWP on MINISE.
That was actually pretty sick from SZPERO to get the 4 kill there, because if he'd only gotten like 2 or something before dying, then they would have actually had a very ample time to get the bomb down, which would have been a pretty huge deal there. So it's pretty sick they held there so strongly. And now we're going to see this, this B push coming in once again with these rifles. Looks like MINISE wants to get his hands dirty, up close, personal with this AWP, taking down 2, make that 3. MINISE going absolutely nuts over there in B storage, and his teammates are there to pick up the pieces over in mid, just to close the round out nicely right at the end. And ESC pick up another one.
And Wolves are forced onto yet another eco now, so they've had 2 ecos in 3 rounds, and I think that's the most they've had this whole half. I think I've only had 3 this half, maybe even 4 in total, but still 2 in such quick succession really won't do any good for them. And they're just setting up to buy for the last round of the half, but going into this, looks like they're going to take this one a little bit slower, I mean, or not, as cajunb does get the 1D. Trying to get a second frag there, not finding anything as he is down on 17 HP. Does manage to get it on the reface now. Innocent will drop him though. So now 2 versus 2. Pimp has found himself an M4, whereas Nico, he's still sitting on only a P250.
So things aren't all over for the Wolves yet. I mean, they can't really get back into the economy game, but they can perhaps get themselves some rounds here in the last 2 of this half, and it's like rallen's going to sneakily catch Nico there unawares as he was moving to B storage for that bomb. And now it's all on Pimp. No armor to speak of, just a flash, and that's all he's really got to work with. That's the only utility he really has. Obviously this is going to be very difficult now with 40 seconds left. He's going to try to make his way around CT spawn area to try to flank through onto the B site and see what he can find here. But there's a good setup from ESC to manage this.
Yep, both ESC members are here. Pimp does need to recover the bomb if he wants a chance, unless he just goes for the 2 frags. But the way that ESC are positioned is just so good. They must be hearing him now. Yeah, flash goes in. He can't really see much. Innocent picks up the frag there. It was great teamwork.
He's kneeling.
Great teamwork there from the remaining 2 members of ESC. The flash in and then the other member picking up the kill. So 8-6. I said that 9-6 was best case scenario for ESC. They're going up against a gun round to determine what the end of the second half will be.
All right, so where is cajunb going? It looks like he's going towards B for perhaps a bit of a timing peak here with his AWP, and he's got someone to kind of jump for him and pop flash for him. Looks like nothing there to be found as mid is getting absolutely shut down by ESC right now. We can see the remnants of the Copenhagen Wolves forces kind of backing out of that area and mostly being fragged. Looks like ESC have a very good grip of this round at the moment as MINISE is forced to a close shot, does take down karrigan with ease as now Copenhagen Wolves try to rally behind the vent room area to try to move in to this B bomb site. Not quite happening for them though. MINISE still putting forward a very good defense with that AWP. Finally goes down, but the grenade does its work And STARLADDER with the last kill. That's a 9-6 half for ESC, and that's definitely a very nice half for them.
Considering they were 5-6, I think, in favor of the Copenhagen Wolves, to bring it back to 9-6, that's definitely great work there from ESC. So we'll see whether their momentum can transfer through into the second half here. And on the less favoured side, if they win the pistol, I think they could honestly start to snowball a little bit out of control for the Wolves to handle.
Yeah, that was the problem, really, wasn't it? When they had this kind of, when they had a good start against Virtus.Pro, they lost all the momentum on that pistol round, and they couldn't quite find a way to break Virtus. It took them 9 rounds before they found the right approach to take down Virtus.Pro. And previous to that, they looked absolutely great on all the individual fights. It didn't really feel like it was a problem of aim, but more or less, they were hitting their shots. They just weren't approaching the round in the correct way against the setups that Virtus.Pro were handling. So 9-6, ESC in the lead. Now on the T half, the harder half for Cash. I'm curious to see what they have to show us here.
Interesting that the Copenhagen Wolves only have armor on one person, and that's karrigan. We have Nico with a HE and a diffuse kit, Glaive with a flashbang and a P250. I think that's P250, might be P2000. But they're going for grenades rather than armor, which is definitely an interesting buy. Same for ESC as well.
Looks like karrigan is going to see some action very soon there on the A bomb site, as a lot of nades are starting to flood in there as the members of ESC Poles march their way in to the bomb site, and Glaive, unbeknownst to him perhaps, he actually killed the planter right there with that shot through the smoke, and all of a sudden ESC, this is not going very well for them. Still trying to make their way onto the site, still trying to recover that bomb. It's not going their way at all. STARLADDER working from the door, but he is going to go down, and that's going to be a pretty clean round there from Copenhagen Wolves. Yep,
only losing Pimp there, who didn't really, I think he only had a P250 in his hands, so he didn't really lose too much here. So we're going to see a FAMAS by Nico, though. Might be saving for an AWP in a later round. Yeah, he hasn't picked anything up, so he's just going to go USP armor and diffuse kit, just try and save some money so that they can accelerate that AWP buy.
Good shut down there from Glaive onto MINISE as they try to make their way through mid. Getting the spray down, there's the triple. Nico chiming in with 1, and there's Glaive's 4 kills. So we will see ESC perhaps with some money to buy some more pistols in this round. Again, they're not going for the pistol armor and then full eco. They actually bought a few pistols and a nade or 2 with no armor last round to give them the opportunity to try to make some kills in this round as well before they go to their buy round. And Copenhagen Wolves seem to be having some good presence on mid right now.
Yeah, they really do. It was only an eco, so I think ESC, they're certainly one of those teams that want to get their ecos out of the way. And that time it was just a straight up rush through mid. It was like lambs to the slaughter, to be fair, as all 5 members did get taken down pretty quickly. And we're seeing, again, another fast-paced eco coming out of ESC.
Nico going down, so that push up mid yielding something here for the Poles as they make their way through short to try to get some control of aid, get to grips with this site, and actually a boost there we're actually going to see. This is going to be pretty cool, and actually see rallen there trying to get boosted up. Are they failing the boost or what's up right there? I think they were perhaps failing the boost and deciding just to use more conventional methods to kind of push this position. karrigan coming in from the back, there's the double. And STARLADDER and mouz left. 1 or 2 more kills would be pretty awesome for them. But mouz is going to be hard pressed to find it. He may even want to just stay here, but actually there's the grenade to finish him off. I was going to say maybe he could just stay there, just wait for someone to give him a shot. A name draw or something, that would be nice. But 9-9 is the score now. We are all tied up here as the Copenhagen Wolves get quite a few, well, 3 rounds in a row. And now we see ESC's proper buy.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with this, whether they decide to take things slow or go right into a site. And it's looking like rallen and one of his teammates are running towards that B site straight away. They do drop the bomb though, because they don't want to give that intel out just yet. So they're taking this one a lot slower than their previous eco rounds.
cajunb actually in the vent room right now. He's got some support as well. So they should have a very, very good defensive response to this aggression if ESC decide to actually push him. But that bomb is down towards mid, so they're leaving their options open right now. Just playing very, very very defensively here. We can see this kind of counter boost, or sorry, I didn't actually counter boost, but we can see Glaive at the counter boost spot there, just waiting to get some information, hear some stepping, maybe find a good moment to try to push in. He really badly wants to know what's up, but look at this, he gets delivered a frag from Andersen, just running through the smoke, and Glaive is going to fall back with that free one, and on towards B do ESC go at the moment. Still though, Pimp in vent room. So, oh, the pop flash there for Pimp, absolutely marvellous stuff. Only gets 1 kill though.
And now ESC's defense is coming in. They pick up 2 frags in there, I believe it was, and now it's SZPERO and mouz left. They hear the bomb go down, Wolves. They pick up the kill onto SZPERO, and now mouz 1 versus 3. He's got 1 to his left, 1 to his right, and 1 just behind him in karrigan, and it'll be karrigan who will finish him off to get the round. So ESC forced onto another eco here, 10-9 in favour of the Wolves. It's looking like it's going downhill now for ESC.
Yeah, we've been in this position before, haven't we? I mean, they can't seem to find the ground. They just can't seem to quite find it. And Copenhagen Wolves have been defending really, really well and making some good reads so far. We're going to see the kind of the wall of smokes on mid, and that's going to make life quite difficult here for Nico. He's not going to be too confident standing there, but he's going to actually pick up a kill, looking at maybe even a second one towards the guy on the vent roof. And look at that, Andersen going to drop Glaive there. Maybe he will even find himself the weapon. And but he's not going to be any kind of safety. He does pick up the AK, moving quickly onto karrigan's position, will be deflected. And we see SZPERO and mouz left now. So they won't find too much more, it seems, out of this eco.
At most, they might get a frag onto Nico. No, they're not even going to do that. He did get dropped down to 2 HP, so ESC were unlucky that they didn't drop him. They did, however, force Glaive to rebuy, but when he was on 8k, it's not really a big deal. 11-9, and now ESC onto yet another gun round and MINISE with the AWP this time, going up against 2 AWPs in Nico and cajunb.
Alright, so let's see how this develops for MINISE. He could go for a timing pick here, or he could just play a little bit passive. Looks like is he going to keep going or edging his way forwards? Something we see Kenny S is so good at, just edging forwards around these corners to take the shot. And he's going to spot the head there, and he will also be spotted in kind, so he won't be able to pick up an easy angle here if Copenhagen Wolves play this correctly. And that looks like what they're doing. They're playing very methodically at the moment, not giving anything away for 3. And Glaive just chilling at the sandbags. They're leaving Glaive just, all right, man, you're behind the sandbags, you got mid, you're fine, you're good. And the rest of us are going to worry about the other sites.
And it looks like ESC, they're just waiting to get all grouped up towards this A site. MINISE does get the pick onto Nico, so that's opened up the site a little bit. Pimp still going to stand strong on this B site, now deciding to rotate as Andersen almost comes round, but Glaive picks him off. SZPERO does drop Glaive after, of course, he dropped his teammate, so a little bit of a revenge kill there. It's now all down to Pimp, who was coming from B. SZPERO spots that one out, and ESC, it was a really good gun round from them. Only 1 member lost.
Yeah, that AWP frag onto the guy at the pickup truck was actually phenomenal there. Just very fast, very accurate, and really allowing a seamless take of the A site through mid and through the A main areas. Now, as Copenhagen Wolves are 10-11, it's a very tight game. Once again, we see the Scar coming out from karrigan, and we see the AWP here on Nico, as would be expected. And so far, we're seeing also on the minimap, if we pay attention, a lot of players towards A main here, so he might get a test for this Scar. Let's see what he's able to do. Takes down 1 with the Scar, looking for something else, but he can't find it. And ESC looking for their opening, and this could very well be it, but maybe not. The fire is going to be really hard to run through. The flank dealt with ease there by mouz, as Nico is on the catwalk with that AWP. This is very awkward here for both teams. And Nico just has to go back to check mid, and look at this, we're getting a boost here. I think that was MINISE. Boosted up there. You can see Nico and Pimp not in the best positions in the world, and there's MINISE making his way through to A main. And Pimp on the site right now, and here they go, charging in. Pimp to defend with 1, looking for more. He does get the double too. Just MINISE left now. Everything is on him with that AWP in hand. Here he goes, walking towards MINISE. Can he quite make the shot? He can't, and that's going to be it. Pimp will take the frag, and Copenhagen Wolves survive a very awkward round.
That round started to look so good for ESC. They got the picks, and the site opened up for them, but they just couldn't get in. They were delayed, and it gave Copenhagen Wolves time to rotate, and Pimp at the back of the site just playing safe, doing what he needs to do, holding the angle, got rewarded with 3 frags and got his team the round. And straight away we might be seeing a boost here, but Nico is on point with this one, but it's going to be Glaive who will drop from SZPERO, and Nico does get the return frag, tries getting a wallbang there, but nothing too successful.
Yeah, really solid stuff there from Nico, these pixel op shots. And I love this aggressive play with the smoke very far forward into B storage. Really, really nice. Gives them the option of maybe making a push with a player towards this area so that one can fall back. We see that very commonly on this map now. It's very much in the metagame. But Copenhagen Wolves are going to just opt to play it safely at the moment. And we can see ESC kind of spreading out more towards this B side once again. There are 3 players with the bomb there, and Innocent just waiting very passively in mid here in case a push from A main comes or a push from mid main comes as well. And here they are making their way into the site. Nico's still locking down mid, but MINISE goes in, gets the entry kill. Doesn't go so well for his teammates, so there's 2 of them left to take down cajunb over at the headshot area. And rallen's going to get that bomb down. Moves to find a frag in vent room. Now it's all on Nico, coming in from the back. Pretty high angle here onto the bomb site, but there's too many places to look at once. Nico going to turn, tail and run with that AWP, keep it alive for the following rounds.
Yeah, it's probably the best idea here. You don't want to go into that B bomb site with an AWP at such short range, especially against AK-47. They're just so much better. And the angle that Nico had to come in from, again, wasn't exactly flattering for him, so they do give up a round to ESC. Again, yet another close game. Are we going to have a 3rd draw of tonight? I'm
calling it a draw. Draws for days. And the game that we postponed that's actually taking place now, that's going to go to the draw as well.
Yeah.
Today will be the day of draws, and it will forever be noted in the history of CSGO.
Yeah, the Titan game was 11-12, so it definitely had draw potential.
It did, yeah, it definitely did. It seems like every single game is just so tight. It's crazy. Either way, yeah, we're going to see another movement towards B here. B storage occupied there by ESC, but not for long. Nico gets the pick and playing off the timing of his spawn there. And that's the first time he's actually done that. So unlucky here for ESC. Doesn't seem like they can catch a break right now. Okay, Titan won 16-14, so it was close.
It was another 30-rounder. All 3 games so far have gone to 30 rounds, and this one might just do the same. So
that is crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So at least Titan got a win on the board, but back here, it's going to be Innocent who will drop Glaive and get the bomb down following it up. Nico, though, does still have the AWP in his hand. Remember, the rest of his team were on an eco round, so they did only have pistols. Nico did pick up that 1 frag, so wouldn't be surprised if we see him just try and save this, but he gets picked off by Innocent. So now 1 versus 2. Pimp does have an AK, trying to get some spray, looking to just run away again and save this like his fellow countrymen did in the last round.
Yeah, definitely hard times for Copenhagen Wolves to lose a round like this. Obviously, had they won this, they would have been in a pretty good spot to actually would they have forced Nico? It would be close. It would be pretty marginal. In fact, I think yes, he would have been able to buy with the bomb plant. But either way, it would have been a little bit tight for them. And we're seeing now, they're starting to run out of money. And they're not quite there yet, but it's definitely not looking so good. And buying up the Scar and the Orbs and everything, now you can see that they are running out of money. If they lose this round, the pressure's really on. But likewise, the same principle can be said for ESC, having just won that round. You're only going to get 1,400 if they lose this, unless they get the bomb down. So they're going to have to eco if they lose and don't get the bomb down now. So it's very, very tight for both teams here. So late into this match, and here's Glaive going to get boosted up to the counter boost here. Let's see if he can spot anything. There's no one there. This could be the play for Copenhagen Wolves that takes this round, that gives them the info they need. Glaive going to go down and come in on the flank. I just want to see everyone. Where's Glaive right now? He's just backing off there, picks up a kill and backs off. And giving that crucial information to his team, they're able to synchronize. But ESC coming in hard here onto this A bomb site. And Copenhagen Wolves need to go for the retake. Innocent is practically bleeding out at the moment with 5 points of health and the fire down on the site. He's not going to have many spots to move in over at the back boxes. Let's see if Copenhagen Wolves can bring the heat back there once again. But it's going to be Rallen from the side who takes him down. And there is a response from the Wolves as they march forwards, trying to get this defuse. There's 1 player left. Where is he? Andersen at the back there, and Glaive will find him shortly. There he is. He goes to the peak, and there should be the defuse hit. Oh, actually, no, they don't have a kit. They don't have a kit. Unbelievable. I can't believe they don't have a kit. Oh, after all of that. they won't get the round, and after such a massive buy, investing into the Scar, the AWP, such huge buy from them, and we're going to see Pip able to, you know, toss over an AWP if he wants to, but the karrigan, no money, Nico, no money, Cajun, no money. This is not looking good for Copenhagen Wolves now. Sometimes it's just the little things which catch you out, and as little as a defuse kit there cost them the round. I also think that if Glaive continued with his push through into Garage, then that could have been pretty good and might have swung the round in their favour. He did only pick up one and then rotated back out, but if it had got a second, maybe even a third, could have gone back in the favour of the Danes. But 26th round now, Nico only has a CZ in hand. Going to be pushing up towards this mid area with Glaive just behind him at sandbags, trying to catch anyone out by boost. But it looks like ESC, they're favouring towards this B bomb site right now, just waiting for smokes to disappear. Yeah, they want this B split pretty hard, but there's Nico to deny that entry towards vents. And the Molotov does go in there to force anybody out from vents. But look at this, Nico coming in with 2 big frags with that CZ. And all of a sudden, the Copenhagen Wolves with nothing. They're defending just miraculously. And only 1 player lost as well. Copenhagen Wolves are certainly not out of this. We have a game on our hands, and all of a sudden ESC with no money to speak of. Copenhagen Wolves should pick up another round here, bringing us to 14-13. But let's see what ESC have to show us with these pistols. They got some P250s, not quite the CZs, but it's they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're good enough at close range, and that's why you tend to veer towards this B site with pistols, because it's just such close quarters. cajunb caught between smoke, fire and angry tees, but it's going to be easy enough for the rest of his team to clean up, with the man himself getting the last kill there. So Wolves were handed that round, 14-13 now to them, and this is the round. If ESC lose this, then Wolves have the economy to take the win. But if ESC win this, however, then things could get very close.
Alright, so no AWP here for ESC, obviously too stretched for cash. So they're going to have to rely on the AK-47s, and they are certainly no step down. But it does change their options a little bit, but they are favouring towards this A push here. Just a very, very simple 4-man A main, 1 squeaky door. As soon as that smoke goes out, in fact, they're going to flash themselves out of the smoke, and they're going to go for it onto Forklift. There is karrigan B, though, still unchallenged on his position here. Close range, takes down another one, looking for more. karrigan won't find it, but he's done so much damage. 2 players left standing for ESC, mouz and Innocent there. There's Glaive, though, sneakily behind on the site. And as they try to find him, Pimp rains in the bullets from a long distance down at short. And here Glaive still so patient, 3 points of health, won't make it happen. Innocent and mouz still left alive, still able to get this bomb planted. Things are extremely tense right now as mouz finally does get it down, and the timer has started on the round here for Copenhagen Wolves. They are close. There is the first pick onto mouz at the back boxes, and now it's all on Innocent with no friends, 11 points of health, an AK-47, and no chance in hell, it would seem, as Copenhagen Wolves pick up another insanely close round.
Yep, and ESC's economy now, if you look at that, they've got enough for a Galil buy. An AK on mouz is just enough, but the rest are going to have to settle for Galils here. So this one could be yet another close round, and it could decide the match.
All right, so I wonder what they're going to go for here with this buy. I mean, they're very strapped for nades with such low amounts of money. So it's hard to say exactly where would be best. I mean, mid, you need a lot of nades for mid. I mean, so that they can't really play a slow round. And it looks like they are looking towards an A round. I think we had a player very close to the boost. In fact, we can see it I mean, all these 4 players are really close together as we see the action actually going off on into the A site here. And in fact, they are taking it quick as they make their way into that A bomb site. ESC taking down 2 players of Copenhagen Wolves already. The flank is covered by Pimp, but the site has been lost and the bomb is down. And Nico going to start working in on those numbers, and it is even now.
cajunb trying to get an angle in here, but it's going to be Nico to get one with the AWP. MINISE returns using karrigan. Scar now 1 versus 1. Rallen versus cajunb. cajunb just needs to dink him in the head, and it's now 14-15. We're going to see the 4th game of the night, and it's going to be the 4th one that goes to 30 rounds.
All right, can we do this? The draw hype. Get on the draw hype right now. All right, so the bye is horrible, terrible for Copenhagen Wolves. Absolutely. Oh no, okay, sorry, it's not terrible. I just am blind. Either way, they're going to play aggressive here up mid. Counter boost, very big possibility. In fact, Glaive is going to go for that once again. We saw how well that worked out for them previously. Up he goes. Quickly, the first jump to check the guy, if there's a guy on the van, looking for that spot. And here he is, just slowly making his way down into A main. He's going to spot one. And that's a lot of information right there. They're going to know now. There's got to be players towards B storage, as Glaive is able to see pretty much everything he needs. And actually, Glaive going kind of the wrong way there, as we see the B take going on here from ESC.
But they have left the bomb behind, so they're going to have to waste a little bit of time going to retrieve that, which means that Wolves have even more time to get the rotation in. SZPERO ready and waiting in checkers to catch the guy out that comes through vents, and Glaive might be one of those. In fact, he's just looking back towards main. He's going to join karrigan, I believe that is, towards vents. The bomb goes down. Bit of a weird smoke, followed by a pop flash. SZPERO is here waiting. He tried getting the guy if there was one under vents, but SZPERO now 3 versus 3, 2 versus 3, 1 versus 3. It's all on SZPERO. They know exactly where he is. And there we go. The Copenhagen Wolves come out with a victory this time round. The defuse does come in. 16-14 in favour of the Danes.
16-14. So we didn't get the overtime. It was close. It was damn close.
Definitely close.
Absolutely blinding game there. I can't believe ESC are actually playing so well. They're having so many really good rounds. And the individual performance is amazing. And I mean, they aren't playing with Michu as well. Michu is quite a beast. And so it's quite surprising. You know, they're still able to just put in so much power to their lineup. Any thoughts about that game that you want to end it with?
Just that it was, again, yet another close game on cash. Copenhagen Wolves probably deserved a win on cash. ESC deserved a win, but hey-ho. It's going to be a long night. If the other two games go like these two, it's going to be a long night.
The last game's actually postponed, perhaps because these games are going on for so long. We'll have to get more information about why that is and where it will be postponed to actually. And we have One Shot versus DAC coming up after this. So guys, stay tuned for the Russian face-off. We'll be right back after this short break.